from Williams Stadium in Garland. A very pleasant good evening, and welcome to Garland ISD Football here on GRS TV. Hi again, everybody. Scott Powell along with Bobby George, and we're so glad you have joined us. We have an interesting matchup tonight. The Colonels of South Garland versus the Jaguars of Molina. And Bobby, the final test for these two teams before they start district play.
Oh, this is going to be a great time tonight. It's a perfect night of football. We went a whole week with a bunch of rain. Finally, the sun has come out. It's a beautiful night. And we get to see a South Garland team that on their roster does not even have a quarterback. I mean, they've got the wing tee running. It's going to be an old school game. And these dudes are big, too. I mean, we've got a big running back, Jaquan Turner. He's leading the district in rushing right now. He's 6 foot, 205 pounds. And then right beside him is Deontay Jackson. He's 6 foot, 235. And then they got DJ Williams, the third back there, and he is a hoss as well. So it's going to be a fun night of running the football. We'll see how deep Molina is. Molina's not that deep right now. They don't have very many guys on their team. It's like 28 guys on the squad right now. So we'll see how they can do in the coming into the third and fourth quarter. See how South Garland can make this thing work.
Yeah, you mentioned that size on that South Garland offense. Almost all their skills are big kids, and I think that's the plan. If you're going to run the ball, the defense knows what's coming. So if you're going to run it with some big kids. They might be able to run over some of these Molina defenders. That's going to be something to keep an eye on. Here's your opening kickoff. South Garland receives and catching it at the 5 and returning it back toward the sideline. Oh, tripped up, or that would have been big yardage, and that was Tajon Livingston. Still a nice return out to the 33 for the Colonels.
Well, there he is, big number 11 right there. If they wouldn't have got his shoestring, I think he was off to the races. Last guy grabbed his shoelaces, tripped him up.
They blocked it really well. Now, South Garland, as you look on, they're in the all-gray tops and bottoms with red numerals and the red helmets. Molina will be in their visiting white tops and bottoms with green helmets and green trim. South Garland going left to right. Here comes their first play from scrimmage from the left hash. Two receivers out to the right. One back set, just a direct snap to the quarterback, and breaking free is Turner. That's Jaquarion Turner. You're going to hear that name a lot as he's got over 400 yards already this season running the ball. He got a quick 2 there.
Yeah, he's got 44 attempts, 442 yards, and that averages out to about 10 yards per carry, and he's got 5 touchdowns. He's thrown the ball 1 time, so they will throw it. They'll suck you up in there and thinking he's going to run it, and then he'll just stop and toss it over the top of everybody's head. South
Garland off to that 1-1 start. Lost the opener 45-6 to Princeton, but came back with a 48-27 win over Dallas W.T. White. Now here's a 3-receiver set to the left short side. They're going to go that way with a quick out pass caught by Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Breaks 1 tackle, free down the sideline. That's going to be a first down. Let's see where they say he stepped out. It looks like midfield, according to the head linesman, who is David Hill, the umpire Cornell Larry, the referee John Franklin Penn, the line judge Joshua Penn. Could be brothers there. Back judge Reginald Andrews, field judge Tobian Johnson, and Robert Fraser, the side judge.
Yeah, so there we go. We're talking about him having 1 completion and 2 throws this whole year, and there he goes and throws it right out there and gets him a 12-yard completion.
Ball still on the left hash. Here's a slight delay on the handoff to Wilson. He's hit almost immediately, but has enough strength to fall forward for 2. But one of those top tacklers all season for Molina is their linebacker, Jason Chapa, who will go both ways. He's the middle linebacker for the Jaguars.
Yeah, Kevontae Wilson's 5'11", 170 pounds. He's a senior. Now, he's the wing back, so they take it almost like he's a tight end or something. They pull him right off the line of scrimmage, and then they can shoot him going back the other direction. They'll get all the linemen going one way and shoot him back the other.
2nd and 8 from the 48. Turner takes the snap.
He's got
bounces it outside left for big yardage. He may go the distance. 20. Nobody's going to catch. Jaquarion Turner, touchdown Colonels. 48 yards.
Woo, when he broke outside, he had nobody there to touch him. I mean, it was great blocking. Oh, look at everybody going one direction. They get the whole defense going that way, and then he just uses his left arm to swipe the defender away, and then he's off to the races. Man, that's a great run right there. It's great vision.
Yeah, they had a strong formation to the right, which was the wide side, so there was nobody offensively or defensively to the weak side left, and he bounced it out there and just went untouched. Here's the PAT. It is up. Looks good. It is good. And the kicker, who's already 1 for 1 tonight, is Giovanni Serrano, the right-footed kicker for the Colonels. Timeout on the field. 10:24 left first quarter. South Garland strikes quickly, and they lead Molina 7-0 here on GRS TV. There he is, Jaquarion Turner, the South Garland quarterback, kind of unofficially. They list him as a running back because they just run the single wing, snap it to the guy who's going to carry it. But Turner just went 48 yards to complete a 67-yard drive that they did in just 4 plays. And the 48-yard run by Turner, PAT by Serrano, 7-0 South Garland. And a deep kickoff from Serrano is caught at the 4-yard line. Here come the Jaguars. Pretty good wedge. Woo! And a hard blast. Barbosa is driven down hard. Is that the tackler right there, Bobby?
I believe it is. 28. Man, but he put some hit right there. I mean, that would stop you right dead in your tracks and you get hit like that. Deontay Jackson, I believe is his name, comes through there. And I was fixing to say it was a pretty good run. He kind of delays it, pops it through there, and then all of a sudden, woohoo!
There's a cardinal
shoulder on you.
That would be a cardinal sin. You do not delay on a kickoff return because that just allows them to get to you quicker. You just take off and run as fast as you can a direction, and he almost stopped. And the play ended right after that at the 21. Ball center of the field, 1st and 10 Jaguars. And a surprise at quarterback. This is the backup quarterback, Hunter Nucci. Tall freshman, sophomore actually. He is the son of the head coach.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 195 pounds. I'm curious to see if he's got somebody to throw it to. We haven't seen or heard that they have, been able to spread the ball around, so maybe this is a new wrinkle in their offense.
They're averaging on the season, well, I'll have that for you here in just a second, averaging 14 points a game, but they are 0-2. They've been beaten badly twice. Quick out pass. Caught and hit immediately. They missed the block, and the cornerback came up and made the hard hit and drove him backward for a loss.
Yeah, Tavian Lee really read that perfectly, and if you're going to throw that route, your receivers have to make a block on that defensive back. He's the only one out there, and if you miss it, that's what's going to happen to your receiver.
Not easy to lose 8 on a passing play on 1st down, Bobby. Good sign. The Colonels off to a quick start tonight. 2 receivers left and 1 right. The lone back is their leading rusher, Charles Hunter, to the right of Nucci. Takes the shotgun snap. Hunter gets it, drops it. Ball loose. Who's got it? Who's got the football? And the Colonels have recovered inside the 10-yard line.
Recovered by the Colonels.
Big play right there. I mean, inside the 10. You've already went up, within 2 minutes, you put one in the end zone, and then all of a sudden, it was just a handoff, just never got there. It looked like a read option. He was going to pull it out. The running back didn't know if he was going to pull it out or keep it. Swarming defense all around, able to get that.
McGarry, a little bit of a strip. He got a hand in there also, and also recovered it. McGarry, number 14 for the Colonels. So South Garland looking for a 2-possession lead here early in this one. 9:30 left first quarter. They've got a 1st and goal at the Molina 8-yard line. What a start tonight for South Garland. Looking to go 2-1 before district play starts next week. Receiver each way. Turner takes the snap and shotgun, spins away from one, breaks a tackle, and is finally dumped at the 6 after a 2-yard gain. Good pursuit there, led by Isaac Gutierrez, a cornerback for Molina.
Again, it was a great move. It was the same basic play as the touchdown where he's going right, and then he just makes one or two people miss, and he uses his vision to pop out left. And he was able to juke a couple of guys, but that linebacker crew was able to haul him in. But I tell you, he keeps doing that, he's going to have a big night.
2nd and goal, Colonels from the left hash. Turner takes that shotgun snap, hands it to
Touchdown.
Wilson, a sweep left, touchdown. South Garland. He was not touched until he reached the end zone. 13-0, Colonels.
You got to give a lot of credit to these linemen. Look at them all coming through to the right. You can see him, and then all he just does the rest on his own. He was able to cut upfield. There's nobody there. Nice job right there by South Garland.
South Garland cashes in on the fumble recovery on the 2nd play from scrimmage for Molina. Serrano will try and go 2 for 2. We've got a delay, though, an official timeout. We've got an injured South Garland lineman who has gone down sitting up, which is good news. And the injured kid is 74, Abraham Morales. Not sure what this is. The referee's checking on him. Here comes the training staff. Why don't we take a quick timeout here on GRS TV. Here we go for the extra point. Serrano low. It looked like it was partially blocked, and it's no good. Did somebody get a hand on it, Bobby? It looked like it right up the middle.
So. Yeah, I think they were able to get right up the middle on him, right where the injured player comes out of the game. They feel somebody else in there, probably hasn't worked on it all week, and the defense is able to go right through that same area and get a hand on it.
Scoring drive, 8 yards, 2 plays, 43 seconds after the fumble recovery. South Garland leads Molina 13-0. Let's take a break here on GRS TV. South Garland, as you can see, is ready to kick off again. It'll be their 3rd or their 2nd of the night. They've scored on their first 2 possessions. Serrano drives this one deep again. A nice hang time to boot. Caught at the goal line, returned up the middle, and tripped up around the 20-yard line was the return man, Jose Barbosa. Nice open field tackle. You see some of the folks on hand in the South Garland stands tonight here on a Thursday night.
23 yards.
Holding, by the way, on the return, so they're going to start deeper than they thought.
Yeah, Livingston gets down the field really quick, and he puts a good stop on them at the 21-yard line, and then you back them up another 10 yards. It's just not going real well for Molina.
Tejon on his way to special teams player of the night. He's had a pretty good kickoff return of the opening kickoff, and now nice tackle in the open field on the kickoff. So they'll start at the 11 after the 10-yard walk-off. You see Josh Ragsdale, the South Garland head coach, marching up and down the sidelines. Done a good job here trying to resurrect this program. Trying to get them to go 2-1, which would be a nice start, one of their best starts in years going into district play if they can keep this up tonight.
Yeah, and one of the good things about him is that he realizes the talent that he has on the team, and he's really working for that talent. You know, You could sit there and run the spread offense with, trying to put a quarterback in there, but he realized, hey, these are the guys I have, and this is the way we're going to win. He's really defined his team with the players he has.
Kadarius Price on the handoff, and he is tackled in the backfield almost immediately by Ionis Moffitt. Big 6'4", 230-pound tackle for the Colonels. So they just continue to go backwards. This South Garland defense, as impressive as the offense so far, with their 4-man front. Actually, they got about 7 in the box. Nucci's got time to throw. Fires it too tall for the intended receiver, who was open a couple of yards downfield, but Gustavo Gomez could not haul it in.
Yeah, just soared on him a little bit, but he was there. The safeties had dropped back about 15 to 20 yards, leaving him sitting around 7 or 8. If he catches that, he's probably going to get stopped a little short of that first down, but it would have been really close.
3rd and 15, backed up at their own 6. Molina needs their own 21, or they're going to have to punt this away. Hunter in there now, standing next to Tucci. Fake handoff, back in the end zone now. He's flushed out right. He'll just unload it out of bounds and not take the safety, as he had 2 Colonels bearing down on him back in that end zone looking for the 2-point safety.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellis, he's 6'1", 200-pound senior. He got loose from his guy, and he was chasing him down. And just a second after the ball is thrown, he does get a hold of him. You see him getting loose there. Boom.
Very smart play. Once you're outside the tackles and you throw it beyond the line of scrimmage, then you can just throw it anywhere you want to. And a nice, smart job by the son of the coach, Mr. Nucci, the quarterback.
He just has to make sure it goes beyond that line of scrimmage, which it did. Yeah,
he was definitely outside the tackle. You could get a safety on that otherwise if you intentionally throw it away in the end zone. End over end, returnable kick from the 36. This looks like Wilson. Good running room to the far sideline, and he'll be knocked out, but not before he returns it about 25 yards from the 36 to the 11. That computes to, they'll put it at the 12, make it a 24-yard return. Boy, they're blocking well on special teams tonight.
Yeah, looky here. He has plenty of room. He just makes a guy miss here, and then he's just got a lot of green to run here. He does take a big hit. Boy, get down or get out of bounds right there. Helmet to helmet. Popped him pretty good.
Boy, South Garland, a chance for more. They're already up 13-0, 7:44 left in just the first quarter here. They are dominating offensively, defensively, possession on the field. I mean, it's all been played in Molina's into the field so far. Turner takes the snap. Not much doing here on his first down run over right tackle. Stopped at the 10.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what their average field position's been, because it seems like they got the fumble inside the 10, and then right here on this kickoff punt return, it's around 10, 12 yards. So.
Their own 33 was their first possession after a pretty good kickoff return from Livingston. So that computes to really good field position. Molina's is much worse. Turner again takes the snap, has 2 blockers in front, but he's going to be hit big and driven back. He didn't even get back to the 15-yard line, and he ran head-on into Trevicia Perkins, big 6'3", 195-pounder.
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere. He was getting blocked that direction.
Well, they're going to give him the 15, but it's going to be 3rd and 13. South can get a first down at the 2 without scoring the touchdown. Could be 4-down territory, although Serrano with a decent leg right now. It would be a 32-yard attempt if they don't get anything here on 3rd down. Ball on the right hash. Now, different person's going to take the snap. DJ Williams, and he's throwing into the end zone. Livingston was open, but way too far out of the end zone. He threw it. Livingston broke loose at the last minute, but had no chance to get that one. Looks like the field goal troops are coming on here.
Yeah, he's got a perfect little pass right here. He just has to float it. Receiver went into the middle, and he threw it outside, but boy, he was wide open. It really caught Molina thinking it was going to be a running play.
And it will be Serrano. Giovanni Serrano, the right-footed kicker. Pretty good angle just inside the right hash. Livingston's the holder. Good snap. Good hold. Kick looks good. And it is good. So we've got another timeout on the field. 3 more points for South Garland. 6:18 left first quarter. Colonels lead at 16-0 over Dallas Molina here on GRS TV. now Bobby George back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, and South Garland is all over Molina at this point, 16-0, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And we're just now halfway through this opening quarter as South Garland's going to kick off for the 3rd time in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a field position heyday for South Garland. They've just been inside the 20 so many times and scored both times, one on a touchdown and then one on that field goal there. And it could be a lot worse for Molina as well. I mean, they could have scored there as a touchdown. That's a 4-point difference right there. But
and actually, it's still a 2-possession game because they only got 3 points out of that, and they've missed an extra point. So Molina's got to feel fortunate to only be 2 possessions down, like you were saying.
Best field position they've had right now, this kickoff.
It really 25. Is. They've started at their 21, their 11, and now the 25. Let's see if Nucci is still in there. Yep. The tall, nope, this is who we thought would be the starter tonight, who's going to start this possession, Elijah Bonner. 5'9", 175 senior takes the snap. We got a whistle.
Probably delay a game here.
Well, it usually comes from the back judge if it's delayed. I would think this is procedure.
Yep.
Since it's the head linesman. Let's see what the referee, John Franklin Penn, has to say.
Snap. Ball
Sounds
start.
very presidential,
50.
doesn't he? John
Offense.
Franklin Penn.
5 yards.
Sounds like an insurance company. 5-yard walk-off, although his microphone is not working. It is procedure, 1st and 15. 3 receivers right, 1 left, ball dead center of the field for Bonner, the new quarterback. And his lone back to his right now to his left is Jose Barbosa. Shotgun snap. It's going to be a quarterback keep, and he's downed after a short gain at the 21. It looked like he slipped and was headed down already before the tackle was made, and it looked like number 20 for South Garland,
Adams.
Perry and Adams.
Yes, gets right through there and takes him down quickly.
2nd and 14, ball now on the left hash. They got 3 receivers way spread out to the far right. They do throw it a little bit more than South Garland does on the season.
Yeah, they leave that middle receiver kind of open for the safety to cover. They're off about 10, 12 yards on him.
Bonner hit hard, but he unloaded it complete. Boy, he stood in there tall and took a shot, and the catch was made by Charles Hunter out of the backfield, but just a gain of 6. It's still going to be 3rd and long, but coming in, Bobby, he has thrown 29 passes, completed 14 for 48%, but just 130 yards in 2 ball games.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. You had that safety way off of him. And so they seeing it upstairs. They look down there and say, okay, he's wide open. Just let him walk off the line of scrimmage, and I'll throw it to you.
3rd and 7. They need their own 35 to keep the drive going. Quick stop pattern caught, but down immediately. And more importantly for South, it's short of the first down. On the catch was Felipe Urarty.
Yeah, so I think they're going to have to punt here.
Yeah, and I think they're sending out the punt unit right now.
That'll bring up 4th and 3.
You got to go as a receiver. You got to know where that first down mark is, and you've got to get to it and then do your comeback route to the quarterback. So the quarterback's throwing to where you're stopping. And he stopped his route just a little short, and that's what leaves you 4th down. It's an interesting defensive lineup here. They all stand up like they're going to rush in. And also Molina's lineup, they're all spread out like a yard apart. It just seems like you could get through there pretty quick to block that punt.
And it was so unusual. We've had a timeout taken. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the punt in a moment. It is 16-0, South Garland leading at Homer B. Johnson Stadium tonight here on GRS TV. We're back with a 4th down punt from Molina. It's a good snap, plenty of protection. Chapa gets off a high but short one. Fair catch called and made at the South Garland 45 by Kevonta Wilson. And an interesting young man doing the snapping there. You don't see that often, Bobby.
Yeah, it was the quarterback that started the game, number 11, or was it 12, Nucci Hunter. He was in there as the deep snapper.
Very unusual. Don't see.
You don't want it right there. Do it at all.
You do not want to see that kid get hurt after he snaps it. But boy, he may be the only kid on the team that can do it. And he did a good job. He's had 2 good snaps on 2 punts now. Hey, you got to put the guys who know how to do it best in there. Some quarterbacks play a little defense here and there. Here's a handoff, a little unusual from South Garland. Wilson bounces it outside, has a first down and more. And he almost went the distance, but finally driven out of bounds. They're going to mark him down back at the 41, even though he got all the way to the 30.
Yeah, he's playing that wing back position. He's coming from right to left. Kevonte Williams outside, and then he just outruns everybody. He just turns on some speed right there. Very nice.
Ball on the left hash from the 41. Nothing stopping South Garland except South Garland so far. I don't think we've seen maybe one penalty marker so far. Turner just gets buried. He had nowhere to go, just lowered his head into a defender, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, the 41. Never went down, just kind of got stopped.
Yeah, it looks like right there over that guard tackle position, they're getting pushed back a little bit. That number 50's probably a pretty strong kid, and he's getting a little leverage in there and pushing everybody back. You see it starts to disrupt everything. You just have nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's 5'9", but 210. That number 50 is Andy Munoz, one of the defensive ends. 2nd and 10 Colonels. Clock running, 3:25 left here in the first quarter.
He's going to throw it again. Get rid of it.
Yep. That's Williams, who was hit as he throws and comes up way short. That could have been picked off if he'd gotten any more on it, as he got hit hard just trying to unload that. DJ maybe a little shaken up as he heads to the sideline.
Yeah, I don't think he saw it. It was coming from the defensive end. They sent 2 guys off that defensive end, and boy, he's got a full head of steam too when he hits him.
Noah Cortez with the hit.
His receiver was open around the 30-yard line. He was doing like maybe an 8 or 9 yard flag route, and he had actually cleared the linebackers there, and he was open.
South Garland needs the 31 of Molina on 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory. They're out of field goal range. Here's Williams again. He's going to throw one route deep. Caught at the 10. Oh, and he's just short of the goal line. Drug out of bounds inside the 5 by Jesus Delgado. Nice pass.
Yeah, it was right on right there. We do have a flag on the field right at the 40-yard line.
Back around the line of scrimmage. Right here on the near side. That's going to be a legal receiver downfield, I believe, is the signal from the referee, John Franklin Penn. I just love saying that name. They're going to bring this back. Be a 10-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage. That's a tough break, because that was a very nice pass from a team that doesn't throw it much. They've only thrown it 6 times total the first 2 weeks of the season.
5 yards, still 3rd down.
Well, that's how you get teams right there. You sneak your best running back out, Turner, down the sidelines, and you think the quarterback's going to run. He stops, tosses it right out there to him.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 15, a 5-yard walk-off. I said 10, but only 5. So, again, probably 4-down territory at the 46 of Molina. Here come the Colonels to the line. As you can see, they send a lot of bodies out here to the right. 3 receivers spread out to the right from the left hash. Quick out pass by Williams, incomplete. Way overshot his intended receiver, Kevonte Wilson.
I like that they're throwing the ball, though, and Williams has actually got a good arm. I mean, when he's throwing it, that ball is a spiral, and it's tight. He's got his wrist wrapped. I'm not sure if that's, happening while he's overthrowing it or whatnot, but I mean, look, that ball is a pretty nice ball. If he gets that thing down a little bit, they haven't thrown hardly any. 6 times coming into the game, and they've already thrown 4 or 5 now. So maybe they found that he can throw it, and
Which is
they want
interesting.
to try to spread that out a little bit.
Interesting thing about that is, Bobby, they've had some success running it outside, bouncing plays outside. Now they're trying to throw it here with a 16-0 lead. Pretty good punt, but caught on the run and nice return. Here comes a penalty marker, though.
Oh,
we may
boy.
have an illegal block.
Yeah.
That might be why he got such a nice return, and he on the return is Charles Hunter.
That's not good. That's a spot foul, so it's going to move them way back half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, probably it's going to be inside the 10 before they put it down. We'll see where. Pretty good punt at 38 yards for Serrano, who does all the kicking. First punt of the night. 2:53 left here in the first quarter. South Garland leading 16-0, and Molina, well, they're going to put it down, what, the 11? Nope, they're still going backward.
First down.
Legal use of the hands, the official call, and they're going to put it down at the 7-yard line. Tough field position. Again, Molina has started at their own 21, their own 11, their own 25, and this is the worst at the 7.
I didn't see the penalty there at all.
Legal use, I didn't either. Yeah.
I mean, he comes flying through there. It looked like he didn't even get blocked. So
Yeah, it wasn't much if there was anything. I would agree with that. Molina going right to left here in the first, and they're white with the greenish. I don't know. That's a kind of different kind of green. Tell me, is that aqua or what color is that?
Room.
Pretty good run here by the quarterback for his second series under center, Elijah Bonner, who started as the backup tonight.
Well, the Colonels had him backed up on the 7-yard line, and they just let him go on this one. I mean, he got a good block to seal that edge, and he gets some running room out there and gets him out of that end zone.
Almost a face mask, but no. First and 10 at the 21 after the 14-yard gain from Bonner.
Watch them now. They will throw the ball to their little slot guy.
I wanted you to do a little homework for me, Bobby, here between plays. What color is that besides white on Molina's uniform? It's like aqua or fuchsia or something. Quick out pass caught for a short gain to the 21. I think it's a pretty color, is why I bring it up. We got a penalty marker right at the point of the tackle, though. This could be an illegal block or maybe a face mask or something. Referee's going to tell us soon, it looks.
It was a good play, but the Colonels sniffed it out really fast. They had
good speed.
They had 3 receivers, and then they split. They sent their running back out in a little wing pass, and so you had 3 blockers, but Colonels really got there quick and was able to stop that thing.
I'll tell you part of what it is, Bobby. We saw it earlier in the game. They're not getting any blocks from the guys who don't catch the ball out in the flats.
Yeah.
You got to get good blocking from your receivers, and they're not getting it tonight. So they're just sitting ducks after they catch the ball for the most part. No gain. They picked up the flag. No infraction. 2nd and 10 at the 21. Bonner's going to roll to the right. He's in trouble and clobbered, as you say. That was a pretty good clobbering. And doing the clobbering was Gabriel Ellis, 6'1", 200-pound tackle, a senior. And another big loss on the play. This one a loss of 6.
Look at number 4 getting through there. Boom. He just sniffed it right out. And there was no cutback opportunity. All the gaps were filled there.
3rd and 16. They're going to have to punt deep in their own territory one more time. Bonner in shotgun. Has Barbosa to his right. Bonner wants to throw just a quick. Almost picked off, but incomplete.
Number 4, Moffitt, comes off that defensive end right there, and I was watching him the whole time because he had just got in and made a big play. I was going to see how he responded to it. And, man, look at him get up, and he reads it immediately. Look at this.
Wow.
He sees it,
He's
goes
tall
up.
kid, too.
Oh! He almost had his touchdown that he's always dreamed of.
Moffitt is 6'4", 230, and that helped a lot on that play. He came close to having a story for his grandchildren in several years. Big play, 4th down. They're going to have to punt one more time. This will be the 3rd punt of the night. 30 and 23 on the first 2 for Chapa. He waits at the goal line. It rolls to him. It's still loose. Chapa in the end zone. What are they going to call?
Safety or 1-1?
I think Chapa fell on it. Now, are they going to give him the 1 or the end zone? Now, the officials are going to talk about it. This will either be
they hope it.
They're going to give it to him at the 1. That's a break, man. Bobby, because a safety would have been 2 points.
Yeah.
Now they can punch it in for 7.
That's right.
That is a huge break for the Colonels.
Yeah, I was thinking he needed to at least get in the end zone to fall on that one. You don't want to give the Colonels a ball at the 1-yard line right here. Here it is. See where he's at. Oh, he does get his knee down on the 1. Good call.
Looks like the ball was in the end zone when the knee went down, too, which is the key. Good job by the GRS camera crew tonight, as always. Here we go. You got 4 chances to score here, South Garland, and increase their 16-0 lead. 1:11 left. Let's see what they do on the first snap. Turner takes it, strolls in, walked the dog untouched to the back of the end zone, and South Garland's up 22-0.
Yeah, I don't think they knew who had the ball. There were so many guys in the backfield. I mean, watch this. There's 2-3 lead blockers that they didn't know who to go after right there.
Quick 13-second drive. Can't believe it took that long. They'll see they're just going to go for the one. They're not going to chase that point that they're missing on the extra point block earlier. Serrano will. Oh, it goes through Livingston's hands. Serrano back, picks it up.
Is he going to score on this? This would be crazy.
I really doubt it.
Oh, my goodness.
Now he fumbles
it.
it.
Fumbled it to himself.
The follies have
like
begun.
tackle the man with a football right here.
That'll be part of the follies if you put together a package during the week.
I'm wondering, does he get a completed pass on that?
You know what? That's a great question. Yeah, that's a question I'm just not going to worry about the answer to. The good news is 1:07's left in our first quarter. Still in the first quarter, and South Garland leads 22-0 over Molina as you see the replay.
Man, that's great.
Hey, looks like it could be a running back maybe someday. Let's take our break here on GRS TV.
Kicking off for the Colonels, Giovanni.
Well, if you can call it a drive, South Garland just went 1 yard in one play. Hard to believe they used 7 seconds off the clock. I get the feeling that might not have gotten stopped real quick. But anyway, simple score after the fumble. Actually, it was not the punter's fault. Punter's in punt formation waiting at the goal line. The ball dribbles back to him, and he is tackled at the 1 yard line, and then South scored on the first play to make it 22-0. Another long kickoff. Boy, Serrano's getting a workout. We're seeing a pretty good leg from this Giovanni Serrano.
Yeah, nice job. No need to just go ahead. If you got the leg, put it out of the end zone, set them out on the 25. No reason to even allow them to try to score because on a kickoff return, because your defense is just completely dominating that front four. Those defensive linemen are just dominating. They're getting in the back of the backfield every single play.
First and 10, Jaguars from their 25. This ties their best starting field position of the night. It's been one of those nights. 4-man defensive front for South Garland. Otherwise, they're spread across the field because of a 4-receiver set. Barbosa, the running back to the right of Bonner, who quickly fires right. Again, too tall. He's missed high a couple of times. This one intended for Charles Hunter in the right flat.
When you're practicing this and you're doing it over and over and over in practice, and they're putting it right on the numbers in practice, and then you come out into the game and you get a little hyped up a little bit. Of course, big number 4, played before, jumped up and tried to block that and almost intercepted it. So that plays into the mind of that quarterback, and so he just kind of throws it up a little higher than normal.
Second and 10, same set, 3 receivers right. Bonner's going to roll left this time and just tucks it immediately, trying to get what he can, and he gets very little out to the 26-yard line. And let's see, that looks like Chenault Johnson.
Yeah, he's using their speed. You can see South Garland's got a little speed, a little athleticism back there.
3rd and 8 for the Jags. 36 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter, but a great one if you're a GISD fan. Long snap count. Bonner's finally got it. Play action fake. He's in trouble immediately. Runs forward. He'll be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, that's a great job right there by the two defensive ends. They forced Bonner to go up into the pocket, and there's where your two-tech or your defensive linemen were sitting and waiting for him to come to him. So just a nice job by that front four. See how the outside get in? Forces him up, and there's where your defensive interior linemen are just sitting and waiting on it. Just a great job.
Jose Juarez made the tackle, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It's been all South Garland so far tonight. Got 3 quarters to go. They lead Molina 22-0 here on GRS TV. Scott Powell, Bobby George back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium as we start the second quarter. South Garland with another defensive stand, and it looks like Molina will punt here on 4th down and 8. Make it 4th and 12 at their 23. Jason Chapa's had a couple of punts already tonight as he waits, looking for a good snap this time. The last one rolled to him, and he was tackled at the 1, leading to a touchdown. This one is a one-hopper. The center's getting better. End-over-end punt caught at the 43 and returnable. Gets a couple of blocks right up the hash mark to the 40 of Molina. Still going, and that's probably Cavanta Wilson.
Well, I guess the punter is doing better. He was able to scoop it up like an infielder in baseball and get rid of that thing. I mean, the biggest deal is when you do get rid of it, try not to punt it straight to the guy that's going to return it for you. Punt it out of bounds or something.
We got an illegal block on the return, so they're going to back this one up. The marker, a spot foul, was at the 43 of Molina, so they're going to put it down at the South 47. That's where the Colonels will scrimmage 1st and 10.
On the return. Takes them back to their 47-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Colonels.
So we'll see what they're going to do here. It looks like we're going to spread everybody out, get 3 wide.
Over here to the wide side, the left side.
There's only 2 guys covering all 3 of them, so there is opportunity.
Jackson is the new quarterback. Somebody's got to play quarterback because you got to snap it to somebody, even though they don't list a quarterback on their roster. That's Deontay Jackson, his first carry. He's a big kid, 6 feet 235, a junior who has run for 131 yards in the first 2 ball games, averaging 14.5 a carry. Yeah, he is a load when he gets to the football.
Yeah, they'll got 3 guys that run the ball quite often.
3-yard gain.
So they'll use all 3 of them.
Jackson remains the quarterback in shotgun. Power formation to the left, the wide side, but they're going to go short side on a delay handoff to Wilson. He's tripped up and is only going to get a couple because shooting through there and making the trip up was Jalen Rodriguez. 205-pound safety, pretty good size safety there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Wilson, again, that's where they've been getting a lot of yardage right here. He just gets him tripped up, or he will have some yards to run again. I mean, he's got so much speed. You get that misdirection going, everybody going one way and he's going the other.
This is only the third down play of the game so far for South Garland, and they lead at 22-0. That's how well they've done offensively tonight on 1st and 2nd down. Jackson is still, they got 2 kids with their hands up waiting for the snap, and they're going to snap it to
He's getting the
Turner.
first right there. He's got room.
And it's going to go down the sideline. It's going to go the distance to carry on Turner. Touchdown, Colonels.
No flags, man. He's got some speed. I didn't realize how fast he was. When he gets outside, you can see where he just leaves people.
Now watch it, folks. It's like, this is not like a train. He just turned it on immediately. Look at this.
Just outruns to the side right there. I mean, that.
Oh, it got a clear and block. What a block.
You get credit for those in high school, and in pros you get penalties for that, same hit. But boy, what a shot right there.
50-yard run for Turner. Again, he's averaging over 200 a game. Hadn't carried much tonight, but when he has, he's done well.
Yeah, that was very, very nice. The speed on that was really impressive. Again, South Garland's got a little confidence. You know, they won against W.T. White last week. They scored 48 points. It's 48-27.
Got an injured Jaguar over here on the sideline.
I think that's the one that got nailed on that side block right there. Right
there you
here.
go.
Yeah.
Let's see who did the nailing. That's what I wanted to know. That looks like clipping almost, by the way.
He got his head in front and shoulder pads in front, but still, that's a definitely hard hit.
Isaac
right
Angelus, as in Los Angeles. Isaac Angelus. And I tell you, look, he may have gotten his bell rung.
Oh, man, Jackson hit him hard right there.
There are two people that are having to help him off the field. They're not even letting him walk on his own right now. We just could not catch the number of the guy who made the clearing block.
Yeah, it was Deontay Jackson.
Was it?
28.
You saw it? Okay, good. Your eyes are better than mine. That was some block. Close to being a clip, but I think he got his head in front. That's why there was no call. Finally, we're going to have the PAT try here from Serrano. High snap, but Livingston gets it down, and he had time to get the kickoff. Good job by the holder, Tajon Livingston. And the kick is good. 10-11 left first half. Our new score, South Garland 29, Molina nothing on GRS TV. Well, there you go. You see the scoreboard in the field as we're preparing for another kickoff. 29-0. That is right. South Garland 29-0 over Molina, and we've only gone a minute 49 seconds here in the second quarter.
Yeah, most of all the scores though have been because, you know, South Garland has gotten the ball inside the 20-yard line. They've really not had to take the ball very far to score any time. That was their longest run right there.
And their longest drive, Bobby, I might add.
Right. And
no, actually they
went play.
Sorry, they went 67 yards on the first possession. Since then, they've only had to go 8 yards, 12 yards, and then they had to punt one, and then they only had to go 1 yard before they just went 53 yards. So that's been one of the big keys. Is Molina's been backed up all night. South Garland's taken advantage of every opportunity they've had, including a couple of fumbles.
Yeah, and that'll just make your team, you know, hang their head a little bit. They really need some success right here, where South Garland is just going to completely dominate.
And let's give credit one more time. Giovanni Serrano has been kicking these kickoffs out of the end zone, so they've had no choice but start at the 25 when they get a touchback. Serrano's had, what, 5 kickoffs, and we're early in the second quarter. I mean, we could have a running clock before this one's out, folks. And South Garland hadn't had a running clock in their favor in a while, I would bet. Here's a straight quarterback draw by Bonner, who has been in there starting quarterback. Well, he didn't start the game, but he's been in there as quarterback ever since the first possession when Nucci started the game for the Jaguars. He only got 2 on that play.
Yeah, it's a positive yard. That's good for them.
They hadn't had many.
South Garland, man, they've got a 4 down lineman and 2 linebackers. And then they've got 3 guys. Yeah, and they've got 3 guys outside covering. So your best bet if you want to get a quick throw is quick throw to the middle guy. See if that safety can come up and make the tackle.
Bonner 2 steps back to the side, and he's down. He got flushed immediately and had no chance to get that ball off. And Mr. Moffitt, Ionis, 6'4", 230, that big, tall defensive end, made another play for South Garland.
Yeah, he's starting to take over.
He really is.
Here he comes, makes a great move inside.
You saw the block just being defeated. I mean, they cannot contain Moffitt.
Yeah, he gives a good move to the outside and then just breaks it back inside on him.
Play clock's at 15, and they're still looking to the sideline. Now Bonner comes up. He may have changed the play. We're under 10, but I think they're going to get it off here. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers wide right. Bonner looks right, going to drop off a tunnel screen, bobbled but held on to. Now the ball hits the turf, incomplete or a fumble.
Oh, that was a great job right there of the quarterback to get rid of that ball, because I mean, Moffitt comes flying in, not even touched. Look at him. He's just coming in. Nobody even touched him. He has to get rid of that ball. And then if he catches this ball right here, he will probably get the first down, but he bobbles it, gives him just enough time. Boy,
Kevonta Wilson with the hit,
nothing's going
by the
right
way.
for him. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, that was a nice play. Tunnel screen. A great job by Bonner to get the pass off. Yeah, you don't. That was a tunnel screen, not a middle screen where you let the linemen come in.
Yeah.
They were not supposed to come in that freely, and Bonner still got rid of it. Here is a beautiful, wobbly, nose-up punt. Caught at the 42 of South Garland, and a long return back into Molina territory to the 20. It may go. No, he's knocked out just shy of the 5-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. What a return. Boy, they're blocking well on those returns tonight, kicks and punts.
Yeah, Molina just doesn't have the speed to get down there. He's almost out kicking his coverage right here.
Wilson again on the return. What a night he's had in special teams.
Yeah, watch this block here. Somebody's going to get another one. Boom,
another
that's a big one.
Oh, that's a big. That's Moffitt again.
Yeah, that's
Moffitt is everywhere tonight.
It's almost like don't punt it anymore. You need to just run the ball.
Can go for the Colonels.
If you're going to punt it out of bounds, because I think the punt is it's out punting their coverage. They're not fast enough to get down there in time in order to cover it.
Try some rugby-style punts.
Yeah.
Directional kicks. There's a simple handoff and a score right over left guard. I think he may have gone untouched for another South Garland touchdown, and that is Jaquarion Turner. 9 yards for Turner as we see that. Look at the blocking. He did get touched, but that was just a fingertip about the 1-yard line. Boy, the left side of the offensive line really opened it up there.
Yeah, it's getting where they've you're basically defeating the team pretty bad. They're almost giving up on it.
Yeah, I'd hate to be in that Molina locker room. What do you say if you're the head coach? You don't chew them out. I mean, they're just being outplayed tonight so far. Extra point good by Serrano, 8:19 left in our first half. And the total is now South Garland 36, Molina nothing here on GRS TV. South Garland has scored on all but one possession so far in this game. We've still got 8:19 left in the first half, and it's 36-0 in favor of the Colonels. Serrano is going to kick off for what, the 5th time, 6th time?
Yeah, it's good. They're scoring when they have opportunities. They are scoring. They're doing what they want to do. And that's all you can ask your boys to do is play hard.
Kickoff number 6, and this one's going to be caught, but a yard deep in the end zone, and Hunter wisely takes a knee. So I'll tell you, it's funny, the first couple of kickoffs they caught around the 10-yard line, and since then every kickoff's gone into the end zone or out of the end zone. It's like Serrano just needed a warm-up kick or two to get going tonight.
Yeah, very nice. Don't allow them to return it. No need.
Again, they'll start at the 25, and they've never started any better off than the 25, the Jaguars tonight. And this is their 7th possession with 8 minutes left in the first half. Looks like Bonner is back in there at quarterback. Yes, he is. Gonna hand it. Barbosa's loose into the secondary, hammered down hard, but they're going to say he was stopped a yard short of the first down. It looked like he got a little bit more than that,
wow.
But a gain of 9. That's Might be their best play of the night. Jose Barbosa on the carry.
Yeah, I didn't see. He must have went down on his knees or something.
Oh, gosh, I agree with you. Yeah, his knee did go down, but he still got more than 9.
Yeah, that should have been a first down right there.
That's a shame. What do they have to do for something good to happen? Everything going against the Jaguars. 3 receivers to the right. That's the far side of the field from the left hash. Little short snap, but he catches it. Barbosa's got a first down, a little bit more as he weaves up the middle. The first hit down low, and we've seen this kid a lot tonight for South Garland. Once again, number 18, Chenault Johnson, 175-pound linebacker up the middle. Gain of 6 and a fresh set for Molina.
Yeah, and you can see here the guys that are playing defense now aren't the guys that we've been watching play. So looks like South Garland is moving some of their guys in and out on defense here, giving some guys a chance.
We've got an official timeout for an injured player. That's Barbosa, who just carried the football, and nicely, I might add.
Yeah, I didn't see him get hurt or hit very hard. He kind of just went down, maybe got a little stinger or something.
Bobby, that was only the second first down of the first half for Molina. Their only other first down came on probably their best play of the night, a 14-yard run late in the first quarter on a first down run. Second first down all night for the Jaguars, and Barbosa's holding that left arm as he walks off. And that's a big blow because he's one of their best players.
Yeah, it didn't look like he took a real hard hit when he got tackled there, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, yeah. See there? Number 14, he just kind of got a stinger right there. Yeah.
You and I read each other's mind there.
Yeah,
it's
bends your head one direction and pushes your shoulder down the other direction, and sometimes that'll just start burning. Like it feels like somebody's lighting your arm on fire, and it goes all the way down to your fingertips.
Different set here for the Jaguars. They got a halfback on either side of Bonner in shotgun and a wing and a couple of receivers. What will they do here? Just a simple give. In trouble and down for a loss. I mean, the defender almost was able to take the handoff. And is that Mr. number 18 one more time?
20.
Number 20. He's had a couple of tackles tonight. As we see the replay here.
Yeah, Perry Adams. He doesn't even get touched. He just comes straight through there.
Also in the neighborhood was Trey Grissom, one of the linebackers. Loss of 2. We've had several plays that have gone for losses on simple handoffs tonight. South Garland dominating the line of scrimmage both ways. Just a 3 down front, but 2 outside linebackers here on 2nd and 12. Bonner's going to roll out right and keep, and he just runs into a wall of Colonels after a short gain of 1. Did not even get to the 40. Good pursuit. You've mentioned it several times tonight. South Garland is out quicking Molina with their defense. Yeah, and then, of course, their backs are pretty quick, too. 3rd and 11. They need midfield to keep this one going. 5:45. Second quarter moving quickly here. South Garland with a 36-0 lead. 14 on the play clock. They finally got the call from the sideline. Bonner may have changed the call. He's got Hunter as a halfback to his right. Snap is good. Here comes the rush, but they pick it up. Fire call.
He had him.
Off the hands. A nice deep slant. Maybe the nicest looking play they've had all night. He just forgot to catch the ball as it went off the fingertips of Urarty.
He throws a bullet right there.
Tell you, give him time to throw, Bobby, and he shows a good arm. He just hadn't had time all night. Another 4th down coming. Still 2 first downs on the night so far.
I'm not sure I would even punt this ball. I'm telling you.
Hey, what do you got to lose for going for it?
I mean, what is the point? Every time you've punted it, they've almost returned it for a touchdown. So if you're going to punt it, you need to at least put it right there on the sideline or something. Don't allow him to catch that ball.
Well, this was a higher snap, but a very catchable snap, which is what he wanted. Running catch, and this is a big return coming for South Garland.
Back to the line of scrimmage. See, there's not even a reason to do it. You look at Molina. When he catches the ball, Molina's guys are not even 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. So he's got 20 to 30 yards to catch it and run before they even get to him.
Good, really good point. And the other problem is there's no hang time on these punts. He's getting distance, but they're line drives.
Look at the room.
There's barely a white shirt in the picture when he first caught the ball.
Yeah.
And that's Wilson again, who's having a huge night returning kicks. He's the offensive leader just returning kicks tonight for South Garland. And the field position continues to be golden at the Molina 38 with a 1st and 10. Plenty of time, 5:12 left in our half.
I mean, it's 36-0, so why even punt it? Go ahead and go for it.
You got nothing to lose by going for it, and it only hurts you to punt it, like you keep saying. Here's a snap to the quarterback.
And it looks like South Garland has moved a couple of guys in there, even at receiver. It looks like they're changing some of their lineup here.
And that was DJ Williams who took the snap and shotgun. Watch the blocking there. Actually breaks a tackle.
Oh, the ball
Dropped
comes
the
out.
Ball.
Look at
Boy,
there.
Neither one of us saw that. And, boy, you're living the good life when the ball comes right back into your stomach like that.
Yeah.
That is living a good life, Mr. Williams is. And DJ, again, is going to be the quarterback. He's got Turner to his right. DJ in shotgun, of course. And they snapped it to Turner, actually. But the whistle blew, and I don't see any penalty markers. What's this all about?
False start. Offense. Number 8.
I guess there was a penalty marker. I just don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, line's
it was
judge
down
down
here. He
up
was
in
standing
35.
on it, it
Yeah.
looked like, yeah. 5-yard procedure against the Colonels.
Perfect night to be out there as a fan, right?
Yeah.
Having a good
If you're
time.
a South Garland fan, it's a great night.
Well, you know, South Garland's had their luck change a little bit right now, and they're going on a 2-game winning streak here, and it's kind of fun.
Tell you what, Bobby, this is one of those nights where you could count the number of fans in the visiting stands tonight. They did not bring much with them from Molina. 2nd down and 9. Turner takes the snap, cuts it up, 1st down, and dives for a couple of more. Nice balanced run. You know, Turner really is a running back, even though he's a quarterback quite a few times. But the kid can run with the ball, and he's got to be highly recruited, you would think. He's good size.
South Garland.
Jaguarian checks in at 6 feet 205. I would think he's going to be playing on Saturdays in the future.
Yeah, if he wants to. He's a big kid, and you know he's fast. He's quick. He's able to run the ball like that at 6
He's got
foot.
it all. Yeah. 205. He's got the size. They can make him bigger if they want to. They can do anything with him if they want to.
Put him at a different position.
And he's been doing it now for 2 or 3 years. We've got a timeout. Let's take one. 3:52 left in the half. South Garland 36, Molina nothing on GRS TV. Fresh set of downs for South Garland. 1st and 10 at the Molina 28. 3:52 left here in our 2nd quarter. Direct snap to Turner. He just goes up the middle. No, that's Jackson who breaks a tackle, dipped under a tackler. Still going. And I think they finally got him down after a 7-yard gain. He got 7 out of nothing, Bobby.
Yeah, you look at these guys that inside there. Marcus Sanchez, big number 75. He's 5'11", 265. Mark Tober, 5'10", 250. Watch him when he breaks his tackle. They all take off downfield and just start pushing. Look at them all coming in here and start pushing him. Here they come, 71, 58,
yeah, you know, that's
56.
Funny.
Here they go.
Wow, I mean, that's teamwork right there.
That's a football scrum right there.
I've never seen that many offensive linemen pushing from behind. Snap, tripped up, and that'll be a first down.
Right there, buddy.
And that's Jackson again. Deontay stumbling his way to the 15 for another fresh set.
Again, he's 6 foot, 235 pounds. They just keep pounding you with that heavy weight.
I like the fact they put heavier people in the backfield this year. Everybody knows what you're going to do, so why not put big guys back there that are
wears you
hard
out.
to
Look
tackle?
at that. Boom.
Yeah. that in the second half, if this was a close game in the second half, it would eventually wear down the defense, having to make these tackles on these big guys.
Yeah, that linebacker don't want to do that again. He just got nailed.
Just load your backfield with linebacker types. Turner with the snap, looking for a window to take. He takes it over left tackle, still going, and he's almost got a touchdown before he's down at the 2. He just did a little bit of window shopping. They give him the snap, and he kind of decides, well, where do I want to go with this? And he took left guard and almost scored.
Yeah, look at Michael Carrillo, 260-pounder right here, leading the way with him. Watch this. You see these big linemen? Look at these linemen coming through there. Here he comes. Boom, boom.
Yeah, they're just hard to bring down. I love the vision he's got. You know, we're sitting here talking about all these superlatives about Turner. He showed great vision and patience, waiting for his blocking to develop on that one. 1st and goal at the 2. And Turner takes the snap. Touchdown, easy pickings as he scores from 2 yards out, and the Colonels lead it 42-0.
Yeah, those linemen are getting to that second level for sure. Watch this. They hit it, let loose, and then go get the next guy. The linebackers are getting blocked. Not just the linemen, but the linebackers. So a great job of coaching these offensive linemen here.
Tell you, as we go along, let's mention some more of those big burly guys up front as we go along tonight, because they deserve it, and we've got the time to talk about them. Offensive linemen get the least publicity of anybody. You know, defensive linemen get a lot more publicity. Bobbled snap, but they get it down, and it's the second time tonight, but Serrano hit it. Good patience from Giovanni Serrano on the PAT.
Look at those big guys right there. Here they all come.
The big hogs coming off the field.
When they sit down in the lunchroom, they all sit exactly how they play on the line. Have you ever noticed that?
Are you serious?
Yeah, they'll all sit together, and every one of them, it'll be guard, tackle, center, guard, tackle again.
You go eat with them, huh?
Oh, I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wow. I'll go do that someday. I'll pick a good day when the meal looks good, of course, at South Garland High School. Timeout, 1:50 left first half. South Garland now leads it 43-0. You see some of the fans in the stands? 43-0 over Molina here on GRS TV. to 0. Minute 50 left of the second quarter, and Molina's going ahead and kicks it off again into the end zone. Oh, boy. He hesitates and brings it out. And look at this. Oh, boy. He may go the distance. We got a block in the back, it appears. This may be coming back as Hunter is finally. And we got another penalty for a late hit on the tackle on the far sideline. So we've got one on each team, probably. I'm expecting the first one to be an illegal block.
The kicker takes him down, I believe, is who it was.
Pretty nice little tackle over there by Serrano.
I think he hits him and drives him out of bounds. Now, see here, I was thinking the referee, and it probably everybody else did too on South Garland, and was thinking, well, he's going to down it, so they all kind of slow down, gives him some room to take off and run.
I'm watching for the illegal block. We may not see it because it's going to be off to your left as you watch the replay, but let's see if this is a late hit out of bounds. I think we're going to see this.
Yeah, he stays on him a little bit.
Look at Serrano. I'm impressed, the kicker. Now let's see here.
Here's where you got to let him go, and then he takes him down.
He took him down well after the whistle there. But can you blame him? The kicker gets a chance to make a tackle. That probably was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Officials are talking over what they're going to do here. It is one on each team. I mean, do you kick it over? It's all post kickoff. What do you do here? I mean, there is yellow stuff everywhere down there.
Illegal block in the back.
Block in the back is the first one against the offense. That's declined.
Have a dead ball foul.
Dead ball, personal foul. South Garland on the tackle out of bounds.
15
I think we're going to kick this again, Bob. Offsetting penalties, and they're going to line up for another kickoff.
Yep, so there we go. We're going to set it back down and do it again. Let's see if he can, now that he just made that big tackle, and it was kind of hard. It landed kind of on his legs, you know. So we'll see if it affects him any way of kicking this ball. Plus, he had to chase the guy down. He might be a little out of breath. We'll see if he can get it into the end zone or out of the end zone like he has been. Oh, no, they're moving it back to the 25.
The one against South is dead ball, so that's why they're going to mark that one 15 yards back for the kickoff. So, hey, what is the best field position Molina has started with all night? I'm betting the 25. They may get their best right here. In fact, it'll be hard for them not to get their best field position. The 25 is their best field position all night long. And the two return men are waiting at the 20, so it looks like they're finally going to get decent field position. 1:36 left in this first half. Molina's got a little bit of time to do something with the football here.
Boy, he killed this one. And it's going to the end zone just about. Let's see what happens here.
Can he get to the 25? He's still not there. He is now. This will be their best field position. And Uriarte on the return.
Ball.
Did they really
They
fumble
ripped it right out of his arms. Number 13 there.
Goodness gracious.
Nice job right there. Reaches in, grabs his arm. Jacob Grimm, the freshman, is able to get it.
Here we go with the replay.
Breaks
Good
outside
job of
here.
bouncing it out. That's what got him past it. They still haven't started better than the 25.
Right here, he strips it. He's the freshman. Strips the ball and then gets on it. Look at there.
Jacob Grimm, a freshman. That alone is unusual. A freshman out there in a 6A varsity football game.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of accolades here by those coaches this week. It's going to be fun.
The players are going to be picking on him all week. That's a good kind of pick on, too, if they do. First and 10 at the 47 of Molina. Turner cuts it up.
He's
now. I could have cut it out, but he went split the defenders, and Jaquarion Turner will score again for South Garland.
Boy, he was able to just really juke the guy and then turn some speed on, man. That was nice.
Wow, now watch the way he splits the two defenders
right there. Man, two pancakes.
He could have cut that outside, as you heard me say, but his speed allowed him to just split and go. 47 yards. Let's count the Turner touchdowns. He's had a 50-yarder, a 47-yarder, a 2-yarder.
Yeah, I think he's going to be leading the district in
a 1-yarder.
Yards.
He had 5 touchdowns coming into the week. Here's a fumbled snap. They still are struggling a lot on their PATs. He had a 48-yarder. So, Bobby, he's got, 4 touchdown runs here in the first half of play. Let's take another break. 58 seconds left in this half. South Garland now leads at 49-0 over Molina on GRS TV. Scott Powell, Bobby George. This has been some kind of a first half, almost an hour and 15 minutes long, and it's been all South Garland. They've just gone up and down the field on Molina Jaguars tonight. 49-0. We got another kickoff coming. 58 seconds left here in the first half.
Serrano kicking off for South Garland.
Jaquarion Turner with 5 touchdown runs. 3 of them have been 47, 48, and 50 yards. Serrano kicks it. Another low, deep one. It'll go to the back of the end zone, and another touchback coming.
Be taken to the 25-yard line.
You know what? I'm going to check another stat here, Bobby. Let's see if Molina has crossed midfield with the football tonight.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
They haven't gotten past the 45, I don't believe. And most of the time, it's been inside the 20.
39 is the furthest they have gone, their own 39-yard line. haven't even come close to midfield. The South Garland defense
done a great job tonight. I mean,
set up a lot of points for the offense.
Yeah, that front four has done real well, and the outside defensive ends have been able to contain, so nobody's been able to get outside of the defensive ends.
Bonner's going to throw it. Time. Dropped.
Second time he's dropped that ball.
This one a little skinnier slant right in the hands of the same kid who dropped the last one. Felipe Urardi. That play's been open all night, and they've dropped it twice.
Yeah, no kid wants to do that. I mean, they've been out there practicing. He probably got great hands. He's just not been able to execute it tonight.
2nd and 10. Molina has 2 timeouts left. This one's in the turf. Did he get the pick off?
I mean, that's bad. Your receiver didn't even expect the ball to be thrown, never even turned around. It's like, what? Why does the ball get thrown this direction?
It is incomplete. It skipped into the defender.
See, it sits back. I don't think the receiver knew it was ever even coming to him.
No. Datavian Lee almost had the interception. Looked like it hit off of the turf right before it got to him. On the replay, 3rd and 10. 6 seconds. Again, we may have a running clock in the second half. Here's a simple handoff, a little bit of yardage as he gets through a hole, but going to be down at the 35. And that's Hunter, the tailback, and that's going to do it for the first half. It's time for the bands to take over. So far among the football teams, it's been all South Garland. We'll see who wins the bands, but we're going to take a break for the halftime. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Our score, South Garland 49, Molina nothing, here on GRS TV. Scott Powell, Bobby George back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. We're about ready for the second half. We've got some highlights coming, though, your way right now as South Garland takes the field. And not long after that, they started scoring at will, as you see the drill team, cheerleaders, fans on hand. A lot of folks on the South Garland side have had a lot of fun tonight. It hadn't been so joyous on the other side. South Garland leading 49-0. Here's their first touchdown.
Yeah, he just bounced it right outside and just outruns everybody.
Turner, one of his 6 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, he's burning the field up.
47, 48, and 49 yards were 3 of them. That's the first one right there.
Yeah, he's got 180 yards total, 6 touchdowns on the game.
Nice strip and fumble recovery for South Garland there.
Yeah, by the freshman. Yeah, having a good time right there. It was just easy scoring, 1-yard touchdown runs here and there.
Yeah, after a bad snap out of punt formation that led to that 1-yard score. Here's Turner looking for a window. He finds it, gets a block downfield, and then watch him turn it on. Ooh, there goes that clearing block.
Put the guy out of the game,
and basically. You said that was Jackson, right? Deontay Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Turner, another short run. A couple of them were short. Here's another 2-yard touchdown run by Jaquarion Turner. And here comes one of his long ones. Beautiful job of just splitting the defenders and outruns everybody. He's got good speed, good vision, good balance. He's got it all. And look at that. Boy, they're having a good time in the South Garland stands. Yeah. 49-0 as we're about ready to kick off the second half. South Garland will kick it. As Giovanni Serrano has had a lot of kickoffs tonight, and most of them have gone out of the end zone for a 25-yard line touchback. And this one looks like a similar one. They let it bounce, and they're going to have to bring it out to the 25 for another touchback. Be interesting to see if we have a running clock here in the second half. We have a penalty marker, by the way, back up the field where the ball was kicked off. This looks like this could be offsides against the kicking team, South Garland.
Yeah, South Garland had 8 first downs in that first half, 239 total yards, 15 in the air, and the rest of it was on the ground. 224
Offside
on 21
Kicking
attempts.
team. The ball be placed at the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
First
he
down.
has 13 attempts at 180 yards, so basically 13 yards an attempt. He's got 6 touchdowns. Cavante Wilson is the next in line with 4 attempts for 22 yards.
And that box score does not reflect all the return yardage that Wilson has on punts and kickoffs tonight.
Yeah, he's really had a big game on punt returns.
Here we go, 1st and 10, center of the field at the 30. Over against a 4-man defensive front. Handoff, trying to bounce it out, but taken down for a loss is the Molina running back, and that is Charles Hunter. And it looks like Trey Grissom, one of the tacklers, 200-pound linebacker. As you see, 16 is Grissom, also number 4, Moffitt. 2nd down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Going to send 4 receivers out wide, 3 of them wide to the right as the ball's on the left hash. Hunter, the tailback, and back in is Nucci, the backup quarterback. Starts second half.
It looks like he's changing the play a little bit.
We're down to 2 on the play clock. They get it off. Nucci with time. Fires to the far side, incomplete, off the hands of the receiver, but a good hit from behind by Datavian Lee. Helped to separate the player from the ball. And that player is still down, and that looks like number 21, Matthew Perez, as he's still sitting up and having trouble getting up. Here come the training staff with some water.
So you see the guy, he throws it out there, and as soon as the ball gets to him, a great play by the defensive corner right there, Devontae Lee. As soon as the ball touches his hands, that's when he takes the shot right to his back, and of course that never feels good. But you got to get the ball kind of low as a quarterback. You can't leave your guys hanging out there like that.
Perez was holding his lower back as he went to the sideline. That's where he took the shot, as you said. Now they're going to go to here with a 3rd and 12. Need the 40 for the first. Nucci and Hunter in the backfield. They continue to look to the sideline as they have all night. They line up and then get the play from the sideline. Now they're going to look again, and we still got 20 seconds, so it's almost like they reset the clock.
Now they're changing. Now if you noticed your defense, the defensive guys changed their look as well. When they look back as offense, then the defense changed.
Gave us time to see more fans in the stands tonight. Play action fake. Nucci drops it off short. Chapa evades a tackler out to the 35. He's going to be short of the first down, but he gets back some of that lost yardage plus more.
Now they do a good job there. The Colonel sends out their defensive end to stop that guy in the slot, but what happened to him is he actually got blocked, so it was able to get that ball out there quickly. And you know, when the receivers make a good block, they eventually can spring somebody on that little route right there.
So the loss of 2 on the first place cost them, because now it's 4th and 3, and Molina's going to have to punt the ball away.
And they're missing, you know, the quarterback has been the one that's been snapping the ball, so he's not out there right now, and they have to pull somebody else in.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of backup deep snappers, and needless to say, it bounces in, but it's fielded by Chapa. Just a short little kick that he gets a lot of roll on because it was unreturnable. It's finally going to be downed at the South Garland 37. He just got, let's see.
It's probably the best punt he's gotten because
35.
There was no return on it. It was actually kicked on the ground towards the sideline. Everybody got away from it.
You know, you kept saying that they were out punting their coverage in the first half. That might be the way to get it done. That was a 35-yard punt right there.
Yeah, do a little rugby punt on it.
So the Colonels' first possession of the half will start at their 37. 10-10 left third quarter. 49-0 Colonels. Here they come.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here, or, you know, we've seen them try to throw the ball a little bit tonight.
Jaquarion Turner is in the backfield. Who will they snap it to? They're going to snap it to White, or Williams, excuse me. Gets a pretty good hole over the right side and is downed at the 43. Nice pickup of 6 on first down.
Yeah, he gets through there pretty quick, and he's got some big guys hitting that first level and then dropping off of them and going after those linebackers, and that's how you're able to get some real good yards when those big linemen can get out on that linebacker.
2nd and 4, ball on the right hash. Pretty much a tight formation. They got just one split into the left, so this looks like a running play. Going to snap it low, but picking up off the ground and heading right. Nobody home in the beginning, and Turner's got enough for the first down. Out to the 46 now in Molina territory. Busted play that worked out well for the quarterback.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's where it was going to go, because it looks like everybody's going one direction, and since the ball got put on the ground, he just looks up and says, well, everybody's gone one direction. I'm going to go the other way. Goes ahead and picks up that first down.
Gustavo Gomez ran him out of bounds. We got an injured Colonel. Let's take a break. Tell you more about that in a moment. 49-0 South Garland, 9:28 third quarter here on GRS TV. There's your injured player, Mark Tabor, came out under his own power. Looks like he'll be okay. May not, Tobar, looks like he may not return considering the score, but who knows. They do have backup linemen, first and 10, South Garland from the right hash. Trouble in the backfield. That's going to go for a loss. Haven't seen many of these tonight where they're tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Turner just had nowhere to go.
Well, if he follows his linemen, he's got a lot of room to run, because his linemen, all of them pull from left to right. And he decided not to follow them and decided to cut back, because that's what he did earlier and was able to get some yards. Watch it. Look at all his linemen going that way, and he cuts back right into the defensive end.
He was supposed to follow that around right tackle and tried to cut it up and ran right into a wall. 2nd and 12. That's one of the few losses tonight for South, and they lost 2. Same tight formation. Snap to Williams. Up down the line, cuts it up, and good cutting. He's still going and finally tackled. He's just a lot of beef to bring down, and finally making a nice one-on-one stop was Gomez, but not before he got to the 38. Just a little short of the first.
I think he just snaps it. Looked like he was going to snap to number 3. Then, he takes Williams takes the snap out of the air, and he's able to find the little hole and get there, man. One guy right there, and he's gone.
Give Gomez credit. That is a load that he had to bring down there. 6 feet, 235 pounds.
You never know who's getting the ball on these snaps.
Williams is 240 pounds. Here goes Turner through a big opening right side. Chapa hangs on for dear life from behind and gets him down, but not short enough as he gets enough for the first down to the 34-yard line. So move the chains one more time. Second first down of this drive that started back at the 37. 7.5 minutes left, third quarter.
Yeah, you just never know who's going to get the ball. They all line up right there. The ball gets snapped to just whichever one. And so defense doesn't know really who's getting it, who's running. Look, both hands are up. Look at him right there.
Turner gets this snap, and he hands it off going the other way. Misdirection. This is Wilson. Cuts it back up into the secondary, and he's got plenty for the first down. Little misdirection there in the backfield, and a gain of 16 to the 18 for Wilson.
Play to your strengths. You see, get it. Oop, there he comes back the other direction. Look at this seal off by these big linemen.
How about the angle from the camera there down on the field?
Yeah,
a good
feels
time
like we're
for that
right
angle.
There.
Student camera right there.
Yeah, you can see it look like you're right on the field with them.
I felt like I was on the field watching the replay. Turner's going to, we're going to have a whistle, and they're going to kill this, I guess. I'm looking for penalty markers. Maybe South Garland took a timeout. Nope, procedure. It's hard to find the flags tonight. It's like they're standing on them or not throwing them or something. At times, anyway. Procedure, there it is. It was buried around the linebacker area of Molina. 5-yard walk-off back to the 23. Really the only thing stopping South Garland at times tonight is South Garland. They haven't had many penalties.
They've got 5 penalties tonight.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
49 points and 5 penalties. Wilson sweep left. He may go. He got one man to beat. Stiff arm. Touchdown. Nope. They're going to rule him out of bounds.
Oh, right there on the 4.
They're going to say he stepped out about the 3. Otherwise, he scored, but he did get his left foot. Let's watch the replay.
That was a nice reach right there for those cones. Nice job. Good awareness.
Let's see if he stepped out here, Bobby.
Ooh, he's fast. Get around that corner.
Watch the stiff arm of Romo here. Now watch that outside foot.
He's still in here.
And he's
right
out.
there.
Good call by the official. Good job by Michael Romo, to get him out before the goal line. But a fresh set of downs. First and goal at the 3. It's been hard to keep the Colonels out of the end zone tonight.
Yeah, you get this close, they're going to get in here.
Barring a fumble. Turner snap. Turner runs. He's hit. Going to have to fight for it, but he gets it at the last second. Good stand there by Molina, but they couldn't keep out Jacarion Turner. And it's 55-0 Colonels.
Yeah, those big linemen right there. Big O 76 leading the way. Watch them. They're all pulling. And they're running hard and fast, too, so you get in the way of them.
Jaquinte Barnes, 57, one of the guys leading the way there. And another PAT try for Serrano. Let's make sure this is Serrano. They might be trying to back up kicker by now. Giovanni wears number 50. Hard to tell at this point. It is a 50, and that is Giovanni, and his kick is good. Good hold, good snap. Timeout on the field, 5:11, third quarter. Our new score, South Garland 56, Dallas Molina nothing, here on GRS TV. Another impressive drive for South Garland, 63 yards in 8 plays. And there's Jacarion Turner.
Well, I tell you, he's had a great game, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's enjoying himself down there on the sideline with a thumbs up after that touchdown run. The 3 yards, his 7th of the night.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns.
In the 3rd week of the season, and we're still halfway through the 3rd quarter if he keeps playing. Here's the Serrano kick.
He's up to 196 yards, so he's about to break 200 mark, and I can guarantee you he's going to be leading the district in rushing.
He may be leading the area. That'll be another touchback for Serrano. He may have to have that right leg on ice when this one's over, as much work as he's had.
Those drummers getting with it tonight, man. That's a lot of fun. Listen to those drummers up there. They're keeping the beat, getting everybody going.
56-0. It was 49-0 at the half, South Garland. It was 22-0 in the first quarter. Midway, I believe it was. Nucci back in there at quarterback. Looks like we got some new folks in that backfield. Rodriguez next to him. Nucci's going to throw it, but he's in trouble. He couldn't find anybody open to begin with, and then just had to throw it away. That was pretty much a coverage, not a sack, but good coverage by the secondary. He just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, he had plenty of time that time. That's the first time I've seen him not just be completely under duress.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets the ball, but you know, good coverage right there. Nobody to throw to.
Going to have 2 backs in there this time, it appears. 1 receiver wide out each way. Comes to the line. Still got 10 on the play clock. Now Nucci will wait for the snap. 2 halfbacks. Got to hand it.
Got a good block. Let's get him here. Good tackle.
No, that was not Choppa. That's that new running back, Luis Rodriguez. And like Bobby said, nice open field tackle.
Yeah, that's that Jacob Grimm, the freshman, out there getting a little playing time and makes a great open field tackle right there.
What do you got on first downs for Molina right now? I take it there's maybe just 2 or 3.
It's their 4th first down. And
wow.
Same coming up from the safety,
Man,
getting that tackle right there. That's a nice job. Open field tackle, saving the first down.
Well, that freshman's had a pretty good night, hasn't he, Bobby?
Absolutely.
Every time he does something, we point out that he is a freshman. Very unusual. 3 receivers set here. They may need him, needing 4 on third down to keep this drive alive. Nucci's short pass caught Chapa. That will be a first down. He's down across the 35. He only needed the 35, so he got it by a yard. And a rare first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, good. Just a quick throw. Get the ball to your guy before the linebackers can jump out there to him.
You know, it's been open all night. They've just had several drops on that pass. The quarterback's done a good job getting the ball to the receivers on that.
So they run a completely different offense for this particular quarterback. We didn't see a lot of this looking back to the sideline, trying to throw the ball, changing plays.
Rodriguez and Rios are the 2 backs. Rodriguez takes the handoff. I'm snickering because I literally just rammed my elbow into the equipment accidentally.
You see a lot of different players out here now on the field. Your defensive end, see number 4 is just now coming back in the game, so they've got a lot of different guys getting to some good playing time now.
I never said I wasn't clumsy, Bobby. I may need a trainer up here. My elbow is very sore. 2nd and 4 at the 42. And pretty good hole. They're starting opening some holes now against this South Garland defense, and that was Rodriguez again. This is another first down, back-to-back. First time they've had 2 first downs on a possession all night.
And again, we've got a lot of different backup players playing defense here for South Garland, it looks like. A lot of people getting their time in, getting to play. You know, you got a big lead like this. This is when you get some experience for these other guys.
It's kind of the 2-on-2s, though, because Molina's got a lot of backups in there, too, although some of their receivers are starters. We'd have to check the line. This could be their starting offensive line.
It is. They've got 28 players on their team. There's not a whole lot of guys that can get set out.
There's that play again, a little dump over the middle, and this was not a good pass. It was behind the intended receiver, Urarte, and fell incomplete. But he was open one more time. This was the deep slant.
Straight at him. Put it to him. It's a catchable ball. It was a little bit behind him.
I like the play call. They had a little crossing route between the 2 receivers, and it mixed up the South Garland defense a little bit.
Now South Garland's going man up, straight man up press coverage with these wideouts now. So they think that they can shut them down.
2nd and 10.
Definitely going to be a running play here.
3:29 left in our third quarter. Simple handoff right side. That's Rodriguez again. Junior backup running back. He gets 3 to midfield.
Yeah, you could tell they had press coverage. There was no way they were going to try to throw this ball here. Now they've got it spread out 3 wide, and I would say they're probably going to try to throw it to their little slot guy, maybe this number 40 out here setting out. Try to get it to him real quick, see if he can make somebody move, pick up 4 or 5 yards.
3 men in front. Nucci's got plenty of time. Tried to dump it on a swing pass to the back out of the backfield, and he just dropped it. That was Rodriguez.
Yeah, we've seen this before. They have 3 guys out to the left, and they're going to use those guys as basically blockers and swing the running back out there. But you've got to just put it out there, let him touch it. You can't throw a bullet at him. You just got to.
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
already got a weird angle, so you got to. The running back's going to have to do a little more of a bubble out, a swing route, so it gives an angle for the quarterback throw to him. And then
real good point.
You have some room to run. But
and he did throw it a little bit too hard also.
Too hard.
In other words,
too flat.
the margin for error was not much because it was such a flat pattern, like you said. Here's a 4th down punt. This one's going to be angled toward the sideline, which is what you asked for in the first half. They couldn't cover the punts, so start directionally kicking them, and they do. And South Garland will have to start at their own 30, one of their worst possessions, field position-wise, of the night. Started at the 37 on their first possession of the half and went 63 yards in 8 plays. Let's see what they do here. Let's see if we may see some new folks on the field here.
Looks like the full starting lineup is walking out there on the field, though. It looks like they're going to get them a little bit more work, maybe all the way into the fourth quarter, and then let those guys take a rest.
Williams, DJ takes the snap, just barrels his way forward for just a little. He was hit near the line of scrimmage and hanging on for the tackle.
We saw him throw the ball quite a bit, in the first half, and boy, since about the middle of the second quarter, we haven't seen him throw the ball anymore. I don't know if that thing on his hand, it looks like he's got it wrapped up a little bit, if that's caused him some problems or what's going on, but he looks like he could throw the ball.
Noah Cortez is the man who hung on for the tackle. Back up. Low snap. Livingston does fall on it just in time before he's buried back at the 27. Just a bad snap and a loss of 6.
Livingston hasn't been working in the backfield. He's been working as the wing back. So just a little bit different. They've got him back there, maybe giving somebody else, Turner a rest or something and letting him take some snaps back there. But there was a little miscommunication of who was going to receive that snap.
Drill team very much in sync for South Garland. Looks like they're in midseason form tonight.
2 times
another
now.
drop, another fumble snap, and same result. That looked like a replay. I thought I was watching a replay through my binoculars, Bobby.
Yeah, he's just not on the same page as the center.
And remember,
of course, when you're trying to work different people at different positions, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, Livingston has not had a lot of snaps this season.
No, he's from the wings. He's from the wing.
And that was right in his hands. That was not a bad snap.
Right,
he
took off running before. He's already going before he gets the ball.
We're under a minute. That clock's really moving here. Maybe a little bit of a running clock. We're down to 50 seconds and counting. We're down to 8 on the play clock, by the way, as they're just now getting out there for the punt. Going to have to get this one off in a hurry. 3, 2, 1.
Timeout.
And there is either a timeout or that's a delay of game. The back judge caught the clock. That's his job. And he saw it hit all zeros, and that'll be a 5-yard walk-off. Boy, I guess I got the timeout in just in time as I saw the back judge throw the flag. But, yeah, so let's take a quick break. 39 seconds left third quarter. 56-0 South Garland here on GRS TV. Fourth down and 18 at the 22-yard line. Punt formation for the Colonels. Serrano's got to wait at his 10. This is the deepest he's been punting the ball tonight. Gets a little bit of a rush, but gets it off. A little good practice there for Serrano.
Get out of the way of it. Get it away.
Real high, not real long, but then he got a nice bounce, and that's going to turn out to be a really good kick from the 22 to the 42.
They need to tell their Molina kids, hey, when that ball's on a punt, just get away from it. You don't have to field that thing. Don't go out there and get around it.
It's a 36-yard punt.
I tell you what, this defense has been incredible tonight against Molina. South Garland has held them to 3 first downs.
Wow.
3 first downs. And out of all the passes, they've thrown the ball 12 times for five completions and 8 yards.
They've had 2 or 3 drops, but they would have been short completions anyway.
Yeah, so only 8 yards passing for them. So they've really done a good job. And guess what their rushing total is? This defense have held them to minus 5 yards rushing.
We haven't had a lot of penalties tonight, which in a game like this can be a little surprising. We've got another timeout. What do the penalties look like?
Man, I can't believe it. Just total yards. 3 total yards on the night.
Are you kidding me?
South Garland has just really stopped.
You know what,
hardcore.
Bobby? It's been a lot of losses because they've had some, a lot of positive yards. It's just the losses have detracted from it all night long.
Yeah.
Remember the fumbled punt and things like that? You lose yardage on all those plays. Why don't we take a timeout? 56-0, 28 seconds left third quarter. Back in a moment. GRS TV. Okay, we're gonna keep it right here. Yeah, we're getting ready to restart here.
4 penalties for 24 yards. That's total penalties, and South Garland's only had 4 penalties. So 8 penalties this whole game. That's pretty good.
In a game like this, that's very unusual, at least for one of the teams anyway. So Molina hadn't hurt themselves. South Garland's just hurt them all night. Nucci's going to throw. Time to stand there and throws an interception. Stepping in front of the receiver and returning it for a short return. Who do we got? 31 for South Garland.
Marvika Wiley Jr., sophomore.
Back up. That's why we were searching for the name there. Let's see it right here.
He stares him down, watches it the whole way.
Good call, Bobby.
Well, it just gives you guys to step in front of that one. That's just a nice job of reading the quarterback.
As they like to say, that's something that young quarterbacks learn to stop doing, is staring down a receiver. And Nucci is just a sophomore and probably the heir apparent. He's also the son of the head coach. So he'll learn to not stare down receivers as he gets older.
The Molina receiver, he was waiting on him to at least break, but he'd taken so long to get into his break. It just gave too much time for that defense.
1st and 10 at the 38, a simple handoff. That's probably going to do it for the third quarter. We're going to have 12 minutes to go. This has been all South Garland from the get-go, and right now, as we head to the fourth, they lead Molina 56-0. Fourth quarter coming your way here on GRS TV. Well, let's start the fourth quarter tonight here at O&B Johnson. It's a South Garland celebration from the start as they jumped out to a 22-0 lead, and now it's 56-0 starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, they got beat on their opener to Princeton 45-6, and then they followed right back up to that with W.T. White, and they put a whooping on them, put a lot of points up, 48-27, and now their third game, they're up to 56 points. So they're putting some points up on the board.
Cavante Wilson on the sweep right gets the first down and more to the 25. 15-yard pickup.
1st and 10 for the Colonels.
Pulled a lineman, couple of linemen out in front there, including Jaquante Barnes.
Just more blockers than defenders. Uh-oh.
Big hole and a quick burst.
Look at that
Still
run.
going, breaking tackles inside the 10.
Oh.
Wow. Boy,
very nice.
That run had it all. And was it Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson coming around from the wing.
There you go.
Picks the hole and takes off through it, and boom. That one they're going to show on his huddle highlights for sure.
How you get it done by not quitting.
Well, that's going to have some views on huddle.
Williams and Livingston waiting. They snap it to Williams. There's a sweep left, trying to turn the corner. Wilson, he does. He'll be down short of the goal line, about the 1 yard line. This has been the Wilson drive. Cavante Wilson.
There's going to be some sore guys out there tomorrow. Just sore.
You know, Wilson getting his due. A lot of those stats that he's accumulated have been on returns tonight, which don't end up in the box score in the paper. I guarantee you they end up on the bulletin board at South Garland, but they're getting him some of that yardage that shows up in the paper now.
He's able to get around there and just outrun everybody.
And a good job of squaring it up once he turned the corner also. 1st and goal at the 1. Trying to get into the 60s with this touchdown.
Big lineman in the backfield. What we got here?
And
he's going to take it.
75.
Look at there.
Xavier Orta.
Hey, might as well give these guys some credit. You know, he's been blocking all night for these guys, and they say, okay, we're going to hand it to you and let you go take one in. Look at that. William Perry, the refrigerator.
Refrigerator Orta.
Boy, that makes that guy's day. You know, it makes the whole line. They love that when their own guys
they're
get
saying
to do
it's my turn next time, Coach.
Yeah.
Xavier Orta. If I told you he would score tonight before we got here, you would have told me I was crazy.
Oh, man, they're going to have a good time with that one.
Another PAT try for Serrano. He's got to be worn out as he makes another one. Let's take another timeout. We're into the 60s. South Garland 63, Molina nothing on GRS TV.
There he is, the big Marcus Sanchez.
Wow, I had a different name written down. I do apologize for that. The roster does say Sanchez, and I had somebody else. I just messed that up. I apologize, Mr. Sanchez. Good job. Marcus Sanchez.
Took it to the house, but his day has been made right there.
Gosh, how did I do that? I apologize. Just wrote it down wrong.
Either way, he took that ball, took it to the house, and he'd probably want to try to keep that ball.
Thanks. Hey, thanks for pointing that out, by the way. I may have heard from the Sanchez's during the week. I'm glad you pointed that out.
The helmet come off on that one.
Nice kickoff return. I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful moment for an offensive lineman, and I gave the wrong name. I'm glad that you corrected it and we got it right. Mark Sanchez.
That's all right. I called him William Perry, the refrigerator.
Well, but that was okay. Mark Sanchez. In fact, I'm going to say it several more times before we go off the air tonight just to make up for that. 1st and 10 at the 27 for Molina. 9:49 left in our fourth. Now Molina, you got to figure they would love to get some points on that scoreboard. Nucci, that backup QB, is back in there. Rodriguez will be the halfback to his right.
Definitely going to be a handoff here because there's no receivers out.
Yeah, you mentioned the small roster they have. They've got pretty much their same starters in there offensively, trying to get on the board. Rodriguez with the handoff. He is cut down immediately. Nice little submarine job there by the defender. 30. Boy, these uniforms, these red on gray are really hard to read at times. It was 31.
Yeah, it's Marvika Wiley.
There you go.
The sophomore.
Junior, I might add. 2nd and 10.
Marking out calls there, isn't he?
Yeah,
the clock run all the way down. It's at the 4-second mark here.
2.
Got to call timeout.
1. They just couldn't get things straight in time. Had plenty of time to get that play off. Well, I guess we'll take another break. Here on GRS TV, we're back in a moment.
There he is. Think he's happy?
Back to play, 2nd and 10, Molina. Little play action. Flushed out.
Oh, he
Deep,
got him.
Wide open. The pass is complete all the way to the South Garland 40.
Oh.
Chapa got behind the secondary there and just waited for the ball to come down.
Yeah, he was able to escape pressure is what happened. And when you do that, everybody starts coming towards the quarterback. See, watch him. He drops out, gets outside the pocket. When he does that, everybody goes up towards him, and he finds his guy back behind everybody. Big play for them.
39 is South Garland. 2-back set this time. Gonna hand it.
Uh-oh.
Huge hole up the middle, yeah. That's Rios, backup running back. They're starting to get some big chunks against South Garland.
Yeah, I think South Garland knows what's going on here.
Look at that hole.
Yeah,
he went untouched.
Plenty of room to run right there.
Untouched until he got hit by 2 defenders.
Yeah, South Garland knows they've won this one. They're kind of celebrating a little bit. They know what's going on.
Molina wants points. Oh, almost contact on the line, but he got back. I believe. Nope, they're going to call it. Yeah.
There you go.
You can do that as a defensive lineman unless you touch an offensive lineman, and I believe that's what happened. I know he got back, so he must have made contact. We just haven't had a lot of penalties. I love games without penalties.
He jumped hard like that, and the offensive lineman moved.
Did he come up? That's what caused it, though.
You know, they've kind of changed that if you watch the pros. If somebody jumps that hard and they move a little bit, you know, to protect a quarterback or something,
or themselves,
then they will actually call it on the defense. But if you flinch just because he jumped a little bit,
and
they're going to call it on the offense. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, they ought to do it more often, just trying to draw the guy out of his stance.
Ooh!
Rodriguez with a spin move, and he goes down.
Nice job.
He avoided a shot and a half from the defender.
Well, 31
we're
comes
talking,
flying
we're talking
through there.
Wiley
That's Wiley Jr.
one more
again. Having a big night.
He just barely spun away from a shot. Maybe the hardest of the night if there was contact.
Playing that middle linebacker spot right there. You can see he's directing traffic, telling everybody to get over to the strong side. He's thinking he knows where the play's going to go.
3rd and 8, 4-down territory, I'm sure, since they want to get on the scoreboard here.
Boy, they
play action. Here comes the rush. He's down back at the 45. Untouched from the right end. And that was McGarry, who's made a couple of plays tonight.
Yeah, 6'2", 205. He's been playing that defensive end right there and just comes flying around. Nobody's touching him.
Lawrence McGarry, just easy pickings in the backfield. Oh, I love it when they do this. Yeah,
Having
they do
a good time now.
Got a guy up there leading them from right to left. That's always fun to watch.
They're having a good time. Hey, it's fun when your team is on the winning side, buddy. A lot of things to cheer.
I'd like to get it to be a part of that.
There's 63 reasons to be cheering.
And maybe more.
Throw it.
Lots of time. Unloads it incomplete, though. There was nobody home where he actually threw it. Had 2 receivers on either hash mark, but he threw it right down the middle and almost had it picked off. I mean,
that's turnover on downs right there. That's a South Garland ball.
That is the first time all night Nucci or any quarterback for Molina has had time to just stand tall in the pocket.
And it's because it was, it was 4th and 15 or 16. So, you know, South Garland, it was dropped back in coverage. They had 5 guys back in coverage, so just daring him to throw it.
By the way, the other game that you can watch this week on GRS TV is Saxe and Plano East. And you can hear from Steve Reeves again, who had my job for a long time. He's coming back. That game will be done by Steve and Bobby tomorrow night, and then you can see it all week, just like this game here on GRS TV. And that should be a good one. Looking forward to seeing Steve again, Bobby.
Yeah, he's good. It's a fun time.
You two work together in the GISD, right? Mm-hmm. And then we got a couple of good ones next week, get to in a moment. 2nd down and 6, South Garland. 5:20 and counting as they've got the shutout working and 63 points. The direct snap and the sweep left.
Took a
And that
hit.
is Livingston, one of his few carries tonight. Took that hit, like Bobby said, and spun for a couple of yards to the 49 of Molina. The next week, you can watch these two games. Let's see the replay, though, first. Livingston
Gets outside
makes
so fast.
God, he makes something out of nothing. He is just lightning quick. The games next week, good ones. Naaman Forest and Rowlett at Homer B, and then Wiley at Saxe over at Williams. That'll be a couple of great games you and I will be doing for next week, Bobby. Games are going to get better and better into district play. A little delayed handoff, pretty good hole right up the gut, just going and finally down like the ever-ready bunny there.
Yeah, he kept his feet just turning right there.
That was
able to-
Aaron Abercrombie, number 15, with his first carry of the night. Aaron's had some action this year. 2 carries, 24 yards, a 12-yard average coming into this game. Picked up a first down right there. 4 minutes and counting here in a couple of seconds. Just a quick keeper. Big blast up the middle,
Oh,
and
my
he's going to go
goodness.
the distance. That was pure speed from Livingston. Tajon Livingston. Wow. He may be faster than Turner. Watch this blast of speed here. Look at the blocking,
Right here,
first
and
of
then
all. And then just all of a sudden just shoots out of a cannon. Livingston's got to be the fastest guy on the team after watching that one. And Turner can move it. They're into the 70s if they can get the PAT from Serrano here. It's not often you can score 70 points in a football game, and they're going to have it if he kicks this one. 3:53 left. I'm really impressed with the size and speed of this South Garland, their skill positions especially.
Yeah, they had some good blocking out there in front.
High snap, unfortunately. I think that's
Oh, he's
Livingston.
gonna
He
get-
may get 2. Nope, he stopped short. Livingston's been the holder all night.
Yeah, they've struggled on their snaps back to the place
Hey,
kick.
you win the game 69-0 at this point. Gives them something to work on next week for district opener. Let's take a break. 3:53 left. Here's that Livingston as we look on the big scoreboard here at HBJ. Show the Livingston touchdown. 3:53 left. 69-0 South Garland over Molina on GRS TV. Another South Garland kickoff coming. They are a point shy of 70, but we still got 3:53 left. Here's the Serrano kick. He's got to be getting tired. This one only goes to the 10. Maybe his right leg is tired. Cutting it out is Charles Hunter, and he doesn't get much. He'll be down about the 20-yard line. That's one of the few that they've been able to return. They returned the first couple early in this game, and since then they were all touchbacks until then.
Yeah, you get more yards when you get a touchback, 25 instead of the 20.
You know what? I'd give Serrano the day off tomorrow. No kicking for him tomorrow. Of course, they probably don't do much the day after a game on a Friday anyway. It is at the 20, 1st and 10, 3:37 left, 2 timeouts left for the Jaguars, 1 for the Colonels.
The thing is if you're starting to throw the ball here and you got a couple of incomplete passes, then the clock's going to stop. It gives, right there, that didn't take but 3 seconds off the clock, and now you could be handing the ball back over to South Garland. I mean, maybe you run the ball here and just try to keep the clock running.
Looked like an awfully hard pass there from Nucci off the hands of the intended receiver. That's happened a lot tonight. 4 or 5 drops I can remember. Although that one was thrown really hard. Nucci's still working with his touch a little bit too. I think he's still a work in progress for the future.
You got one-on-one coverage. Might as well just throw a deep fade and see if you can get a pass interference or somebody taking it to the house.
Nucci's going to throw again. Drops off a short one for Chapa, fighting for the first down. He's going to be about a yard short at the 29.
He's been a workhorse for him.
McGarry again, along with
He's just
like
looking
Edwards
right there.
on the
Just gets a
stop.
little 5-yard out pattern, and he runs over the corner right there. But the corner's in the right spot. I mean, that's what you want.
Yeah, McGarry stood tough there.
Yeah, he's sitting the flats, waited on it.
3rd and 1 at the 29, or they may have to punt it away. Of course, as we said earlier, why not just go for it?
Oh, no, they're going to have to.
Left side of that offensive line was on a different snap count, it appeared.
Offense.
So it's going to go from
5 yards.
3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6 quickly.
3rd down.
Haven't seen much of that tonight. Everybody's pretty much been in sync. Not many penalties. What we've had have been mostly procedure calls, though.
I tell you what, you got one-on-one coverage with no safety. You run a 10-yard post pattern out here, and you are wide open in the middle of the field if you could trust your quarterback to be able to deliver that thing.
Yeah, a deep post. That's a good call. Yeah, there's not even a safety. I'm not sure the safety could recover and help out. Rodriguez gets the handoff.
Did he get it?
No, he's got. You're looking at the
lineman
box
out there.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming through there. That's going to be 4th and 4.
And I guess they'll punt.
Looks like the clock is moving now.
Oh yeah, I'm watching every tick-tock at this point. You know, it's only been a 2.5-hour game. Isn't that amazing? The second half's gone a lot faster than the first half. We've had quite a bit of scoring of both halves, but this half has just moved a lot faster. I'm thinking the clock keeper might be taking a couple extra seconds here and there. 4th and 4. High, end over end. Nobody's back, so he's open for a long roll. You know, if you get the right roll on a kick like that, you could go 70 yards with it when there's nobody back. You know, also if you had a little wind behind you. By the way, we hadn't had an ounce of wind all night long. Perfect playing conditions. The high today was upper 80s, maybe 90, and it's probably in the low 80s at worst right now.
Yeah, it's
this
beautiful
time of
down
year.
there.
Yeah, just a perfect time of year. You know, we may hit 100 again before this summer is over, but long-range forecast next 7 days or so, we're going to be 92 at the most, so we may have good weather next weekend. Here come the Colonels, 1:09 to kill. They've got 1 timeout, Molina 2. And if South Garland just kind of takes it easy here, I think both teams are just going to let this run out. 69-0. Again, you'll see this one this week on GRS TV as well as tomorrow's game between Saxe and Plano East. Steve Reeves and our Bobby George will be doing that one. And it is just a simple handoff for very little, and the clock is under 1 minute. What do you think of that game, Saxe? Well, you're going to be doing it, but anyway, that could be a pretty good ball game tomorrow night. I hear Plano East is an improved football team.
Yeah, Saxe's only played 1 game so far, and so you know they're going to be on their 2nd game. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what they've got going.
They're good. I've seen them, and they've kind of reloaded. Bobby, a quarterback is different. That's the big change, but he's not bad. And other than that, they've got the skill positions to win again. I think Saxe's definitely your favorite in the district. Here's another short gain. We're down to 20 seconds. They do not have to run another play. Any final thoughts here, Bob?
Hey, it's been a long time since South Garland has been able to just have 2 dominant games. To score over 48 points in both of them has been awesome. So
good
congratulations
builder,
to the Colonels.
Confidence builder more than anything, right? Going
Absolutely.
into district. They probably feel like they can beat anybody right now. Hey, enjoyed it. Have fun with Steve Reeves, and I'll see you. We've got a couple of good ones the following week, next week.
All right.
We'll see you then. A reminder, again, our final score tonight from Homer B. Johnson, the final non-district game of the year. South Garland 69 and Dallas Molina nothing. South Garland moves to 2-1. Molina stays winless at 0-3. For our entire crew here at GRS TV, for Bobby George, I'm Scott Powell. So long, everybody.